Good morning. It's Monday, May 9th, and this weekend my small group girls and I went to a women's conference at a local church, and it was incredible. It was so neat. There were different speakers and worship and activities throughout the weekend, and I feel like everyone's heart was spoken to, and there was one speaker that I was like, yeah, she's good, but it was really neat because I talked to one of the girls yesterday, and she said she was struggling with that very topic that the speaker addressed, and I just thought that was so neat that God knows where our heart is and what we need and speaks to that, and it was just so neat. And so one of the speakers that really spoke to my heart talked about a story in 2 Chronicles 20 where there's this leader Jehoshaphat, and there are these armies that are coming against him and his armies, and they are huge and massive, and he it says he's alarmed. Jehoshaphat inquired of the Lord, and it was really neat because the speaker said he was alarmed, but he inquired of the Lord, so he went to God to ask. And oftentimes she pointed out the fact that we, when we're alarmed, go to everyone else to try to solve our problems and to get wisdom and to talk it through, but a lot of times we don't always go to the Lord first. And it's this really neat story because Jehoshaphat says, our eyes are fixed on you, and he waited for God to show him what to do, and God did, and it was crazy because they ended up singing praises to God, and the armies were confused by all the noise, and they ended up ambushing each other and killing each other, so that when Jehoshaphat's army went up over the hill, all of the people were already dead, and their battle was already won. And one of the lines in those verses is that the battle is not ours but God's. And I think this is so neat to remember that we are not responsible for fixing everything. We are just responsible to inquire of the Lord, and if he prompts us to do something, we do it, but otherwise the battle is his, and we can trust him even in the waiting, and when we don't understand or don't know what to do. It was just awesome. So that was really relevant for me, and just a really beautiful reminder. And also just another neat way. I know people think the Bible is not relevant to today and it's hard to understand, but when you dig down and research, like, there is just richness in it, and it really is a treasure. And I just love what we can learn about God from it, and what we can learn about our lives from it, and who we are. And so it was just an awesome mountaintop weekend, and I'm just so grateful that people are equipped to speak so powerfully and with the Holy Spirit in them, and it was just awesome. So just want to share that with you today. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I hope you just see God all over your week this week.